ruling the world now, aren't they? Especially now.
You know, you see some guys and you see their girlfriends and wives, you're going, whoa, paid off to be a nerd there. So how do you keep that going now when people aren't in an area together?
Yeah. Well, that is a huge challenge right now. I've had leaders say to me that, hey, I signed up for leading my team in our department face to face, and now we're leading remote teams. And Chris, I didn't sign up for this. Well, my response to that is, I don't care. I mean, you're the leader. It's time for you to step up. It doesn't matter if you signed up for it or not. It's time for you to step up, and you just need to own that. And it's been a big learning curve for everybody this year, right? We've been having to do things differently than we'd ever have. For a long time, I actually did my my coaching on Zoom, and many people are like, "What?"
Folks who are like you
Yeah.
and the whole FaceTime and Skype and everything else.
They were at the right place at the right time, quite honestly, and they had the functionality that was specifically needed at that time. Now, they definitely had massive growing pains. I mean, they grew by multiple hundreds of percent within 1 month, right? And they had servers going down, and they had people who were breaking into through the security, and they had massive problems. But they've got most of those really fixed now, and they have come out now the other side. An established one, but they really had the functions and features to be able to do these multiple, conference video calls in a pretty stable environment.
So Zoom was out there to the technical folks before that thing called Corona hit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've used it for years. As a matter of fact, I remember maybe 3 or 4 years ago, someone had suggested you should try out this thing called Zoom. I also didn't know what Zoom was. I'm like, well, I'll try it. And it's funny. Almost 2 years ago, I changed all of my one-on-one face-to-face coaching to online coaching using Zoom. And it's been a game changer. I joke around that I knew a pandemic was coming, and that's why I did that about 2 years ago. But of course I didn't. But I tell you, I've got a whole studio literally in my office now. I got a big screen TV. I make sure that the camera is so that I'm looking you right in the eyes. I create as much as I can of a face-to-face environment as I can, even though we're actually virtual.
That's true. So, when I look at how you do things, I'm like, okay, game, got to step it up. Let's talk a little bit about your podcasting style, the